One last shot, PT1. Being an anesthesia resident ain't easy. After all, you are the one who ends up approving surgeries. You get the final call. During an intervention, it's your job to put the patient to sleep, maintaining them in that state and waking them up. But believe it or not, many things can go wrong, ultimately ending in death of a patient to a cause related to anesthesia. You always have the feeling that it won't happen to you until misfortune knocks on your door. The first time it happened to me, it was a young woman, her first intervention. I visited her the night prior to the surgery, gave some indications, answered questions, and made sure she understood what was going to happen, the benefits and the risks of the procedure. Fear lived in her eyes. But as I left her room, I could hear her voice saying, "Thanks, Doc. I'll surely sleep better now." For reasons that I'm not comfortable sharing, all I have to say is that it was my fault the patient entered in a hypovolemic shock, passing away during the operation. Everything in my life was already in a fucked up state, and this event was just the cherry on top. For the next few weeks, my mind was clouded, apathy took over me, and the voice, man, that fucking voice. Her voice just resounding in my head, not letting me sleep at night, interfering in everything I did, always reminding me it was my fault, not letting me forget the look in her eyes right before putting her to sleep. Pain was brutal. Nothing could fill me up anymore. And so, my relationship with opioids began, given that I had easy access to them. One day after finishing my 24/8 shift, I was laying on the couch at my apartment, a couple of blocks away from the hospital I worked at. Took a syringe, filled it up with something to make me feel better. By this time, it became part of my weekly routine, and shot it up my veins. Friends and family suspected about this nasty habit. Just as I did, Mom called on the phone. Answering was an awful idea. Speech was slurry and incoherent. Mom knew what was up. Crying over the phone, and me in the brink of fading away into what I like to call the nothingness, I promised her this was the last time, just one last shot. This is where things get weird. After who knows how much time, I woke up, but not in my couch, nor in my apartment. Somehow, I woke up in the anesthesia residency. Cold place as always, but something just fell off about the place. Might do a part 2 on this tragic descent.